Una cosa se la deve ricordare, io e l'Italia non imploriamo mai.
Ci sono state delle dichiarazioni del Presidente degli Stati Uniti.
US President Donald Trump has launched a scathing attack on Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, claiming she repeatedly sought a photo with him at the G7 summit and is now trying to repair ties with Washington after opposing US efforts against Iran. Trump also criticized Italy for refusing access to its airbases and accused Meloni of putting domestic politics ahead of the US-Italy alliance.
Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni asked over and over for a picture with me during the G7 meeting in France. She is doing poorly in Italy with her level of popularity, possibly because she turned down the United States of America, a country that truly loves and protects Italy, when it came to denying Iran from obtaining or developing a nuclear weapon, but so did NATO for that matter. She wouldn't even let us use Italy's landing strips or runways, a great logistical inconvenience, and this despite the fact the US contributes hundreds of billions of dollars a year to protect Italy and other so-called NATO allies. Now, after the United States defeated Iran militarily, she wants to be friends again in order to get her numbers up. No thanks.
A G7 photo op has triggered a full-blown transatlantic feud. US President Donald Trump stunned Italy by claiming Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni had begged him for a photograph at the summit in France. Trump mocked the Italian leader, saying she wanted the picture so badly and that he agreed only because he felt sorry for her. Italy's President of the Senate, Ignazio La Russa, has hit back at Donald Trump, accusing the US president of making false claims and trying to pressure Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. La Russa said Meloni would never beg anyone and dismissed Trump's remarks as an act of political revenge.
President Donald Trump's words, clearly false, are an obvious attempt to get revenge on the Italian Prime Minister for not bending to the tycoon's whims. Knowing her very well, I'd bet on eating a live chicken rather than believing that Giorgia Meloni would beg anyone. It's pitiful for those who support him.
Meloni erupted. In a blistering response, she called Trump's story completely made up and said she was, frankly, astonished. Then came the line that set off a political firestorm. Neither I nor Italy ever beg.
Well, some things deserve an immediate answer. The statements of Donald Trump are totally made up. They are frankly allied. I don't know why the President of the United States behaves like this with his allies. It's not the first time it happens. I can only say that I'm sorry that he doesn't have the same determination with the enemies of the West, with the enemies of the United States, with the leadership with which instead he proves to be much more condescending. But one thing must be remembered. Italy and I never complain.
The public fallout marks a dramatic collapse in a relationship once seen as one of Trump's strongest partnerships in Europe. Meloni attended Trump's inauguration in 2025 and was widely viewed as a close ideological ally. The row quickly spiraled into a diplomatic crisis. Italian Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani cancelled a planned US visit, declaring that Trump's remarks had insulted the whole of Italy